A warm welcome, everyone, to the fourth edition of the Ouchy Film Awards. For those of you just tuning in, my name is Ana Maria Montero, and I am fired up to be your host today for this year's award ceremony. Now, born in 2016 and pronounced Ouchy for my fellow Anglos who might be tempted to say Ouchy, the film festival takes its name from the famous port in Lausanne, Switzerland. Over the last 4 years, the festival has received over 3,000 submissions. And after having 3 successful physical editions, this year, to almost no one's surprise, the event makes its first online appearance. This year, the festival focused on AI and movies, with 3 amazing panels on AI's growing role in the film industry, from investing all the way to casting. Now, if you missed them, these panels will be available for viewing online in the next 2 days, so no worries. And now it's time to announce who will take home an Ouchy Film Award in 2021. 4 awards will be given in the categories of Best Feature Film, Best Screenplay, and Best Short Film. Now, this year, there will also be an AI award for Best Screenplay, which is an experimental award, and we'll tell you more about that in just a moment. Speaking of which, now I'd like to introduce 2 people who have been fundamental and instrumental in bringing this festival to life. They are the Ouchy directors, Katja Meilan and Sami Arpa. So welcome to you both. Now, Sami is the founder and CEO of Largo, a Switzerland-based company that provides data-driven intelligence to the audiovisual industry. Sami is a computer scientist and film director. He directed 2 short films, and he got his PhD in computer vision from the prestigious Swiss University EPFL. And is having over 10 years experience in user experience design. Prior to Largo, he ran 3Dios, a 3D filmmaking company, and he's also the founder and president of the Ouchy Film Awards in Lausanne. Welcome, Sami. Always great to see you.
Thank you very much.
His partner in crime on this last adventure is Katja Meilan. She is originally from Lausanne. Katja has been part of the team since the first edition of the Ouchy Film Awards in 2016, and she is currently editor-in-chief of the magazine L'Agenda and covers the latest cultural news in the region. Welcome to you both. Great to have you. Now, I can only imagine that you're both breathing a sigh of relief now that the 4th edition is live, online. I know and can imagine how much work goes into these types of events. So knowing this, Sami, what was your motivation? What was your vision for creating this film festival?
Yeah, you just mentioned that I am managing Largo.ai. Actually, many ideas for Largo.ai we first got from this festival because we have watched many different films. And then this gave us a bit of the idea, the variety of the variety in the filmmaking, and then also the variety that you can create in the engagement with the audience. And from here, I will come to a bit the target of this festival once we have created. So we are really focusing in new filmmaking by still thinking the audience. So new filmmaking which can still attract the audience. That is something we really do perhaps with some other festivals. I mean, we appreciate new type of experimental film, but we still consider always the audience at side as well. As you mentioned, we took the name from the port of Lausanne, Ouchy. That is one of the vision of the festival as well, to have really big screenings, open air screenings at this really beautiful port. Hopefully next year, if we don't have COVID, that might be the edition we will organize.
Well, sign me up. That sounds great. Open air cinema on the water. And now, Katja, if I can turn to you, talk to me about the selection process that ultimately led to this year's winners. I mean, basically, how does it work?
Okay, so just to say a few words about this, this process. This edition, we got about 300 submissions, and to dive into it, to make the selections, we had for the first time actually a local jury from ECAL and HED, which are the schools of art and design in Lausanne and Geneva. So yes, there were 8. So for selecting the 5 screenplays, which are part of the nominees, we had 3 people from the scriptwriting section from ECAL, who are Rokhaya Bad, Victor Comte, and Yatoni Kamtou. For the short films, we had Valentina Chassivari and Mathias Joulot, who are now in the documentary section as well. And for the feature films, it is Mikhail Hanopoulos, Marie Chemin, and Antoine Flau from the filmmaking section, who together had the task of selecting the 5 nominees. So yeah, they came up with the 15 works composing this year's selection and competing for the awards that we will see right later.
All right, thank you so much for walking us through that. Gives us a good idea of how we came up with, first of all, those 5 nominees, and then of course, ultimately the winners. Thank you so much. And again, congratulations to you both for your 4th edition of the film festival and of the award show. Job well done. Very good. Okay, now this of course was a great setup for the beginning of our ceremony and the first award of the day, which is the Best Screenplay Award. Now, this year's, we have, of course, 5 nominees in the category of Best Screenplay, and we've put together a little video so we can have a look at that. Let's have a look. All right. Now I'd like to briefly introduce the 2 jurors involved in selecting the best screenplay. They were Martine Melul and Christophe Terej. I'm going to briefly, how are you? How are you both? There you are. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Martine.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
So you are originally from France. Martine
Absolutely.
was executive vice president of billion-dollar fashion house BCBG Max Azaria. Azria. Excuse me. Azria.
Good job.
Tongue twister. Before pursuing her passion for entertainment and founding her own production company, Cali Pictures in Los Angeles. She has co-produced documentaries for Orange Studios and Arte in France, produced 2 features, Breaking and Exiting and Beyond the Sky, and is currently working on a slate of projects. So again, thanks for being with us tonight. Now, she was joined in her efforts as a juror by Christophe Terej. Hello, Christophe. If you are out there. Let's see. All right. Well, Christophe graduated with a master's degree in law before teaming up with his close friend in 2012. And together they developed a media business that has ultimately become one of the most effective production houses in Poland, called Watch Out Studio. Now, since 2012, Christophe gradually became its key feature films producer, board member, and a majority co-owner. Co-creator of great Polish blockbusters such as Gods, The Art of Loving, the story of Michalina Wisloka, and the latest Watch Out's feature production, The Coldest Game, with an astonishing international cast. He is currently working as supervising producer in Kuba Piatek's debut, Prime Time.
Hello, nice to meet you.
There you are. Hi. Hello. Great to have
Sorry.
you.
Thank you so much. We just premiered our last movie on Netflix, and it was really busy time and pandemic, so it's a new one for us. So we're very on time with everything that's going on. So thank you so much for having me.
Okay. Wow. Great. Congratulations. Thank you for being a part of our event today. Now, you two briefly walk us through how you went about selecting this best screenplay. I mean, what was the criteria? What was the process? What were you looking for? If you'd like to start, Martine.
Just I read them, and then
And then you liked or you didn't like, no.
and then I liked it. Yeah, kind of like it's either you're attracted to the story, to the characters, if it's well constructed, the pacing. There's a lot of elements that, in the end, I think the first impression when you read something is you like it or you don't like it, and then you sit down and you analyze why did you like it or why you didn't like it, basically. And that's what you do when you're a producer and you read screenplays all the time. What do you think, Christophe? And what's great is that Christophe and I agreed, which was
Okay, I was going to ask that, but okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
you
yeah.
agreed. So it was,
Yes, that's true. We were almost anonymous. I would say that I agree completely with Martin. What she said, that it's easy for producers to first, select the ones that they really like and the ones that they don't feel that they're really comfortable with. Even though I at least liked all the scripts, but I think for me it was what we're all looking for as a filmmakers, I would say, are definitely emotionally engaging stories. Something to get the audience, to move the audience, to touch them, to make them talk about the characters, situations, and choices they make. I would say that it's always what I hear from my business partners, from directors, and from the platforms. We want engaging stories, emotionally engaging. Doesn't matter if it's a horror, drama, comedy. We want something for people to live with these characters and talk about them in the kitchen talks, with family, with everyone, to share it. So that was basically for me.
I agree.
Okay.
The story is very important, but the characters is what takes you through the story and what's really where you get emotionally attached. And that's what you're looking for these kind of characters.
Yeah, I can say with the winner, I was really curious, involved, and really emotionally attached. I understood the motivations and the transformation of the characters. So it was a really nice,
Really
read.
well, yeah, really well done script.
Yes.
okay, wow. Now I'm super curious. All right. So the moment of truth. Who wants to make the announcement?
Go ahead,
Mark?
Chris. Go ahead.
All right. Are you going to take it?
I'll take it. Okay.
Go ahead.
So the winner is Impact by Mel Nevis from the US.
All
And
right.
it was a really, really well done. Great job. Great use of flashbacks. Very, very well done story.
Wonderful.
She has two producers interested, Christophe and I, already.
Well, that is some great news, Mel. Christophe, anything else you'd like to add? Or
I can only say that being a father of three and my oldest daughter is 7-year-old, the story really touched me on different levels, and congratulations. I'm really looking forward to seeing this film done.
Me too.
oh, great. Well, and to all of you watching, you will have a chance to see this on Sophie TV.
And,
all of
and
the
congrats on all
nominees.
the other scripts, which were also very good. It's just that this one, I guess, touched us a little bit more.
Yeah, oh, great. Well, congratulations, Mel. Congratulations to all of the participants as well, all of the other nominees. Now, what I meant to say earlier is that the rest of the nominees, the short films and the best feature, will be available to be watched online. So on Sophie TV, everybody got a voucher. So just don't forget that. You will get a chance to see them. And to all of the other screenwriters, we wish you the best of luck. Moving forward with your scripts, and hopefully also meeting your dream producers. Dream team, Martine, Christophe. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
so
you
much.
both
Thank
so
you
much
for
for being
having
here
us.
today.
Absolutely.
All right,
Thank
great.
you.
Now, as I mentioned earlier, we also have an experimental award this year for screenplay. It's the AI Award for Screenplay for the same nominees. And to hear more about this, I'd like to re-invite Sami Arpa to the stage to tell us more about this award and how it was selected.
Yeah, thank you. So, as you know, this year we have the focus of AI and movies in overall festival. And I have a head from Largo.ai as well. We want to take the power of Largo.ai to bring some experiment in Ouchy Film Awards. So this year we said, okay, if we bring some AI results in front of the jury, what would happen? So for that goal, we created this AI award for screenplay. And what we have done, we took these 5 screenplays, we got them analyzed with Largo.ai, and then we delivered the results of these screenplays to jury members, all jury members here, without telling the results belong to which screenplay. So what they see, just some graphs, some patterns about screenplay, and some similar films character analysis over that. And they just selected what they think, which one is the best, just looking at these AI results. And then, yeah, we got the one, actually the ones, we have 2 of them, who got the most votes by the jury members. 2 of screenplays, they got equal votes. So for that reason, we will provide the award to 2 screenplays, AI award.
Okay.
And then, interestingly, the first award, AI award, goes also to Impact by News. So actually, AI. So
Look at that!
Yeah, perfectly agreed with Martin and Christoph. So that was really interesting. Yeah. And then we have another screenplay who got the equal votes, In the Ring with Giants by Paul Gordon. And congratulations for that screenplay as well, which got AI award for screenplay.
Awesome.
So,
all right.
For both screenplays.
Congratulations to both these filmmakers. Thank you, Sammy, for that and for walking us through that. Really appreciate it. Okay, now we're going to move on to our next category of awards, and that would be the Best Short Film Award. Let's have a look now at the 5 nominees in the category of Best Short Film. So the Best Short Film category has 5 nominees, as did the Screenplay and the Best Feature category. And we're going to see them right now.
Tell me about yourself.
Yes, I like the idea of being honest. A selection is intimacy.
Bah, ouais, c'est un peu comme oui, hein. T'as perdu?
Je sais pourquoi tu fais ce jeu. Mais c'est beau, hein, c'est pas la peine, on peut arrêter.
Wow, such a diverse slate of films. So now I'd like to introduce the 2 jurors who were involved in making that, apparently, I can imagine, difficult decision, selecting the best short film for the 4th edition of the Ouchy Film Awards, Alexander Vadou and Pamela Rosenberg. Now, Pamela produces, writes, consults in the US, Canada, and Europe. And she has worked as co-production head for the formerly titled regional funder Film Board Berlin Brandenburg, executive producer and development for both Tale City Productions and Snowball VFX Animation. Films that she collaborated on garnered multiple awards, including an Israeli Oscar. As a writer, she wrote for companies in the US, Germany, and Israel. She has helmed festivals as both the artistic or executive director and chaired the Writers Guild of America West's Women's Committee. Currently, Pamela is working on Bodyguard of Lives, to be directed by Charlie Matthau, an animated feature, and a biopic set in the 1850s to be directed by Sarah Spillane. Hello, Pamela.
Hello, hello. How are you?
Great. Thank you so much for being with us. Okay, you were joined in this effort by Alexander Vadou, who since 1999 has been working in the film industry within a variety of production areas. He completed his studies in film production at the DFFB in 2006. Between then and 2009, he worked for the production company Essential Film on numerous international art house movies, as well as for the French World Sales Co-Production Office. In 2006, he founded his own film production company, Chromosome Film, to develop and produce national and international projects for all distribution channels. All of his films have won awards around the world, German, European, Bronze Lions, etc., and were shown and are still being shown in cinemas worldwide. So Alexander, welcome. Now, the two of you, tell me, Pamela, how did you go about selecting the winner in the best short film category? What were their criteria? What was that thing that you were looking for that said, okay, this is going to be it?
Well, we were looking, I think we were both looking at the emotional value of the pictures, as mentioned before, what struck you, how they were structured, the production quality. Alex, anything else?
Basically, what Christoph and Martin said about the script also is basically the same thing that happened, that we were looking for in the short films. So emotional, engaging stories, characters that we are interested in, that we suffer with, that we enjoy with, basically everything that translates from the script to the film makes a good film. If you have a strong script, then there's a big chance that you also get a strong film. Otherwise, it's difficult. It's possible, but it's difficult.
Absolutely.
And it seemed like you had a very diverse group of films to choose from, just from that little clip we saw.
Yeah, very much. But it was also a very anonymous decision. So it's same.
Okay.
Same with the others.
Okay. All right, then shall we get to it? Anything else you want to add, or are we going to get to the moment of truth?
Pamela?
Pamela, Alex, speak now, forever hold your peace. Okay, who'd like to make the announcement? Which one of you?
Okay,
Alex.
I go ahead. So we awarded as the best short film, the film Kite by Hong Wai Wang from China.
All right, congratulations. Yay, I feel like I need to applaud. If we were in a live audience, I'm sure there would be some applauding happening. Okay, great, congratulations. This really was the one that moved you the most, did it for you. Okay.
They were all very good, but Kite had something very special to it.
Can you put your finger on it, or?
Go ahead, Alex.
Well, it was for me, it was the most touching one from, it's an animation film, and that's also what makes it interesting, it's something, it's a very sensitive story, and it's super well told, although, it's told through drawings, but it really moved me. It moved us, basically. So since, we had the same feeling, so it's not something that is only working in Germany, but it's also across the world, I guess.
All right, wonderful. Thank you two for being part of the jury again, and for joining us tonight for that. Really appreciate it. And congratulations again to our winner.
Thank you.
And now we're going to move on to the last award of the afternoon, evening, depending on where you are in the world. That would be the Best Feature Film Award. Let's have a look now at this year's 5 nominees in the category of Best Feature Film.
Pues es ganz gut oder next move.
Dime qué onda, si te motiva. Igual hace tiempo no nos vemos, sería bacán. Eso. Te mando un besito.
لو بتم أنا ولا خدام شي حاجة obtain Donna Branca's dowry. Clifford and Branca were our start-off mark. In Bonita, there were oranges. There was a cow.
Okay, the jury involved in this selection of the best feature film is comprised of two gentlemen, Eduardo Escudero and Larry Check. Now, Eduardo graduated with a law degree from the University of Barcelona and an MBA in audiovisual business management from Ramon Llull University. He started in 1997 as head of business affairs at Filmax Sogedasa, went on to become business affairs and TV sales manager at Planeta 2010, Grupo Planeta, which premiered such films as The Pianist, among others. In 2004, he became partner and theatrical sales manager at Notro Films, followed by business director of the Notro Films division, premiering films such as Odette Tout le Monde, Tout le Monde, Bajo las Estrellas, La Niebla, and Becoming Jane. In 2009, he became founding partner and business director of A Contracorriente Films. He's board member of Europa Distribution. Eduardo, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Good afternoon from Barcelona. It's a pleasure to be part of this jury, and I have enjoyed a lot screening the films. So, and Larry, it's a good colleague in the jury, and he's the spokesman of our decision. So I'll let Larry,
You'll give Larry the floor. Well, for those who don't know Larry, he's the founder and CEO of South Point Pictures. Larry Check is an American-born actor and producer known for assembling some of the best creative and financial minds in the industry. He is a two-time graduate of the Festival de Cannes Producers Workshop and a regular on the international festival circuit. His first short film, the film noir Absinthe, qualified for the 90th Academy Awards. He holds a certificate in venture finance from the University of Oxford and has studied at the famed Stella Adler Studio of Acting in New York City. He is set to star alongside screen legends Claudia Cardinale, Bridget Fossey, and Rossi De Palma in the upcoming comedy Second to None. Larry, welcome back, because you and I were on a panel earlier today, so great to see you.
Great to see you, and I'm just going to put my glasses on because it's a bit sunny here.
You are not funny.
Sammy's flying everyone over for the after party on the beach.
Nice, Sammy. I hope you saved me a ticket. All right, gentlemen, walk us briefly through how you made your, I'm assuming, difficult selection. Larry, take it, or whoever. Mm-hmm.
Well, after more than 20 years involved in distribution, at the end, my subjective perspective is subject to the audience point of view. And as my jury colleagues, at the end, we are trying to find stories that engage with the audience. No, so at the end was the purpose when I screened the film, and my decision was taken on this basis, to engage. What is the story or the film, complete film, which engage more with the audience? No?
Did you coincide in your decision, or?
Sorry?
Did you choose the same film as the favorite, or did you have to compromise in the end?
No, at the end, I think we agree on the decision. Yes. It was we come in. We choose the same film. Yes, I think.
Okay, Larry.
It was an amazing process because, as we said on the earlier panel, Hollywood's getting very Hollywood, and these films were the furthest from Hollywood. They made you feel very, very deeply. And I got through the fourth film, and I thought I knew who was going to be the winner. And then the fifth film was sent to us, and I was blown away.
Okay.
Blown away. It was wonderful.
Wow. Well, that's a setup for the winner. I mean, who blew you away? Who was this?
Are we going to tell it right now?
If you're ready, I'm ready.
Okay, so there's a saying that says that you'll never forget what someone did to you, but you'll forget what someone did to you, but you'll never forget how someone makes you feel. And we're choosing on that basis here.
Okay.
The casting was sublime. The cinematography was perfection. Reverse filming in the opening scene that I never forget. And then the storyline was so simple. And the last 10 minutes of this film were transcendent. And I watched it last night just before I went to bed, just to make sure that it was the right decision. And I cried for 2 minutes straight the first time at the end. And I was in bed last night and I cried again. So I know this makes me feel good. And I think Eduardo agrees.
Okay.
So we're just going to say, let me get the.
So just tell me already. Yes. Who is it? Now I'm so curious.
To Mohammed and Gustavo for final round.
Wonderful. Very nice. Congratulations to you both. Again, I wish we could be all in an auditorium or somewhere outdoor, somewhere clapping for you, but we're clapping for you virtually. Congratulations for winning the Ouchy Award for Best Feature Film. Very exciting. And thank you so much to the both of you, Larry, Eduardo, for being part of the jury and for undertaking the selection process. Really appreciate it. And for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our award ceremony today. Thank you, a big thank you to our sponsors, Largo.ai, Sophie TV, and Renev. To the audience, don't forget, all of the short film nominees and feature nominees and winners will be available for viewing on Sophie TV. Remember, you should have received a voucher for free access to Sophie TV so that you can watch. And well, here's to lots of fingers crossed so that the 5th edition returns. It will return in 2022, but that it returns hopefully offline and that we can all share a space together and applaud for our winners in person. That'll be great. And of course, you can find everything you need to know about the next edition on ouchyfilmawards.com. So again, thank you so much for joining us. It's been my pleasure to be your host tonight, and I wish you all the very best. That's a wrap. See you next year.